everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis. David Powell. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. On the move from inside is 5. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Richardson. Oh, there's an alley to the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So UNLV's offense has its first opportunity of the day. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
This crowd, full throat, spreading breaks into the open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Back to throw, it's Tollefson. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And with the interception, they'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Irish!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Lyons. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They kick it away on fourth down. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now there he goes.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
We'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Gonna swing it on second down. He's got an open man. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The give is to Williams. Oh, he's got a chance.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Quick step and go. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rebels offense is back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front 7. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Lyons. Right down the gut of the field. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Wants to go up top on first down. Creates a little space. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, running back gets to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. He'll do it himself. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air, it's Tollefson. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. They'll give it to him again. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They'll run play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Now on the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down right here. His opportunity, he gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. And to open the 2nd quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic.
Oh, he's got some space.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Safe completion on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Larson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Barres. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking downfield, it's Tollefson. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, shipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Looking deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. He'll keep it himself. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Across the 45. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback. And he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Breaks into the open. And he's slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Virginia Tech was far from the friendly confines of Lane Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll keep it on the ground. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lyons. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now,
he's got it on the outside. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. To throw, it's Tollefson. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Here's a heat. Complete on the comeback. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Richardson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. From the gun. Give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Christensen. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. There he goes. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it down the middle. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Larson. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rebels offense is back on the field. Power football with the run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line second and 7. Boom. They'll leave it with him. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll pull it on the read.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit.
Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Scanning the field, it's Tollefson. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. The play action fake. Got it behind the line. It's Larson. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Motion from the back. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Give to the running back. Turns it on in field. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. The give is to Williams. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is another first down for the offense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Second down coming up.
He'll keep it himself. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Brings up third down.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete to the right. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
6-yard line. Now, fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he tacks on the extra point.
UNLV 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll leave it with the lone back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the returner will be knocked down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Catch in the middle, it's Larson.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
To the 15. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The snap sets up to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Iron! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
UNLV 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulls it, fired, complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to Davis. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Tollefson. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Rebels will punt this one away. Catches it at the 30. Makes the tackle. Really strong, disciplined job. And now we have 1 period to play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Perez. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Larson. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. The give out of the gun. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Larson. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Using his feet. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? So now it's 2nd and long. On the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw. Big guy smells it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Rock chalk. Kansas is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 23 over Louisiana.
They'll ride Davis here.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. After run, now throw. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell.
Oh, he's got some space. Bounced off his feet. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Reads it, fires complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This guy's having a game that feels like half a season for some. He's over 450 yards.
And he is so dialed in with his offensive coordinator and play caller with what they want to do and how they want to attack this defense. It seems like every single snap, he's read the coverage. He knows exactly where to go with the ball.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Another first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
Man, that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.